Well, I was holding my breath to not laugh too hard. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. I hadn't seen that one in a while, and it is hump day. Happy hump day, everybody. You know, it's the middle of the week, and, you know, hey. What's the lady say? Just stay away from sledgehammers, man. I don't even play that song, Sledgehammer. Oh, I had to be here last night. We had a good time last night. The DJ was off the damn hook. And, boy, we had a good time. There's nobody here last night. Site kept going bouncing around, and don't know why. Maybe I do know why, but I'm not going to tell nobody. But, yeah, it was a good time. I think Timmy and I stayed up way past his bedtime. You know, I'm glad he's on the other side of the country. You know, I told him to stop drinking that Bud Light. It's not healthy for him. You know, he ends up wanting to go to the mountains, or a particular one. But anyway, I digress. Oh, yeah, there was some flares going off last night, boy. Not with Timmy and I, but just from the sun. It was like my back. It's pissed off. And, you know, I'm going to try and find it here for you. Is a squirm in pain. I had a chiropractor appointment last night, and the X-flare happened this morning when I went to sleep. I fell asleep last night after babysitting the dogs and the kids. Yeah, you were wore out there, buddy. I saw you come on, and then boop. You never did much there, Canuck. You didn't even say hi. That's how I know you were tired. KP index is under 2 right now, so not worried about it. The planetary K index. That's the geometric storm predictability. Yeah. Yesterday we had, what was it? Oh, KP 3. Yeah. No. Yeah, KP 8. The severe. Yeah, not extreme, but severe. So radiation was warm on our planet for sure. I tried to watch the 3-hour news. What I did was put me asleep. Hey, there's nothing happening, bud. Finally had 3 days off. What a weekend. All right, congrats, Vampy. You know? There were beers involved, but just not Timmy's persuasion of beers. But I drink Bush. I even think poor Walleye King passed out last night. Well, his honey came home, so he spent some time with his honey, and I said, "Oh, that's good, that's sweet, you know. Stay with your honey, buddy." Cracking one as we speak, Vampy says. I hope it's not a Bud Light. Oh my gosh. Well, I don't know. Is it right for girls to drink Bud Light? You might straighten out them boys on Brokeback. But I think if more women drank Bud Light, maybe there wouldn't be so many boys that drink Bud Light. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have an idea about that one. Something's got to change. You know, this world's got. I think what's going to happen is once the extremist of one particular religious ideal gets a taste of those who just want to love them, so to speak. I think there will be an internal war about that. Just thinking about it logically is like, you know, there's only so long that these the fairy tales can be told to those who believe or who identify as fairies want to do certain things until that radical whatever that is extremist it says no. You know, it's like, and then they start eating them up. That's gonna be I don't know if that'll be a cat fight. What the hell will that be? shit, howdy. You tell me what that's going to be. I don't have a word for it. It's hard to imagine, pink tutus flying around and, samurai swords and it's a sword fight. That's what it's. Okay, from now on, I call it the sword fight. I just explained it, okay? That's the sword fight. All right. So when the sword fight happens, some people aren't going to be too happy. And we're going to sit back and be in awe. What the hell just happened? Yeah. And when that happens, you'll see. I mean, poor England. They're going to. I don't know what the hell's up with that. I'm hearing a lot of weird stories. Like if you're a person that lives over there and you say unhappy you are with what's going on in some of the streets over there in England, and the I don't know how to describe it. The violence that's going on. If you mention anything about that, they put you on your ass on a plane and ship you out. So okay, 4.3. All right, bud. Where's 1.3? I don't know. He might be surfing. It's dark right now. He probably sleeping. No. It's like 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock at his time, I think. He's up usually late. He puts the boys to bed or the babies to bed, and sometimes he comes on in the mornings and then goes right to bed. He's a good dude, man. I like 134 quite a bit. We had a pretty good little Paparini yesterday. I'm going to show you that right now, but I don't know why that monologue. I think it was poor Timmy last night. He takes care of his boys, right? Takes care of the house. He's a mandolon. He wears an apron, and but he takes care of the house. He's a good dude, and he's a conscientious father, which I highly respect, because the kids come first. And if you know Timmy, you understand why. But he's a conscientious father, and we had a pretty good late time. And boy, I think it must have been 11, 12 o'clock at night. That's when he started to eat sausage and filet Min Jones or Mr. Jones. I don't know how do you spell it, but I tried. God knows I tried. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we had a good time last night, and but it was just Tim and I, and we were watching the flares. I think what happened was I spoke to Calmness last night, and she appreciates all your prayers and your thoughts. She's like, I wanted to thank you, Joe, because I know when I'm not here and you guys miss me, you pray for me. And I go, absolutely. And many people, or a few people anyway, I read in the chat, were asking where she was, and I knew, and when she calls, she just wanted to let you all know just how wonderful she believes you to be, and wants the best out of you, and I promised her I would remove all the sledgehammers in the neighborhood. I'm just teasing. She's really sweet. Yeah, she popped in early this morning. I saw that, and she wanted to let you know, those who have been praying for her, thank you, and I thank you as well. Anybody here with the sound of our voice and our reach, we're just normal people. We have a good time. There's a little bit of ribbing, but that's what us boys do with each other. And some of the ladies, they do it too. Pretty good. Some of them are pretty sharp. You got to watch out for that Susan, man. She's any Susan here, pretty sharp when it comes down to it. And it's all fun, and we're real people. We're not pretend people, and so our style of joking around and fun. It's not meant to harm anybody or offend anybody. It's more just to have a good time. Yeah, all the ladies are sharp. Well, I wasn't trying to include somebody. Super lurkers, yeah. And yeah, not hickeys. Not hickeys, Tim. Hickories. I'll make him look at it twice. Oh my gosh. You go, huh? What? Yeah, anyway, there's Calmness's call. I spoke to her about 30 minutes yesterday. It was a good, wonderful, warm conversation, and I told you. I know. That's why I called her out. Good morning, Susan. You have some hard rain right now? All right, sweetie. Looks like more coming too. All right, we'll get there hopefully. It depends. I took muscle. I can't even speak today. I took a muscle relaxer yesterday, and because my back is all pissed off. I had a chiropractor appointment. I haven't had one in probably 8 or 9 months, and the scar tissue is there, and because it's all, when your back compensates, it gets all tense in one side and not the other, and that's been going on and off for the last 8 months. And finally I got one. I got another one on next Tuesday. Put that thing back together. But it's what's so funny? I'm leaving too. Bye. Timmy, hurry up! Run! Run, Timmy! Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, it was fun. No, Tim and I were here. We just hung out, and he had to take care of his boys, make sure they were fed and put to bed, and then it reminded me of calmness, and because how much love he has for his children, and that he's a great dad, and very conscientious about that. And I'll let him speak for himself. But and then when Calmness called yesterday, it just put me in a very good mood. And when you know that you have family members who adore you, who care for you, and who love you here at JSL, it's more than just a support group. It's family. And yeah, there's the joshing, and there's the ribbing, and the laughter. That's what it means to be family, and it's a wonderful, wonderful time that we have. And I wish all y'all, I know there's listeners here that don't have that, or don't want to be a part of it, or just am unable to open up to others. Live vicariously through us that are having a great time, because our attitude is, hey, I've got breath. I'm going to be thankful. I'm going to sing, even if I got to play with my what? La 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 la. Like the teaching video there. Did you see the education of that video? Oh my land! He had the girls singing one note, and the boys singing the other note. Golly, he taught them English people how to sing, or did they sang? I wonder. Was it a sing or was it a sang? Off to the woodshed with y'all. Don't eat all them tacos, he says. Yeah, I don't know. For those who missed the intro, I'm sorry. I'm not gonna repeat it, but it was a good intro. Anyway, the outro, I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm just gonna sit down. How's that? Timmy said he's got banned. I don't know if he got banned, buddy. Good morning there, Walleye King. You know, I don't know what happened to you last night, but yeah, I was talking to you about calmness, and then boom, and I just wanted again to reiterate: when you need prayer, when you're going through a hard time, you can kind of lean on your family here at JSL. There are a lot of us that are, you know, able to support one another through some hard times. But if you cross this, you don't burn that bridge, you know, because it'll take some time to repair that. And there's nobody here. We're all adults. I mean, Patrick's, you know, I think Patrick's a damn teenager now. He's been educated. Oh my gosh. Hey, Canuck said it right. He said there's dinglings everywhere, and it's a major problem. Oh, I don't know. Yeah. You should read that. Anyway, we're over here at twitch.tv/JoeSlickLive. And this will be live hopefully next week everywhere. You know, Rumble and I'm going to make use of this darn program here. Rumble and Facebook and YouTube. Not necessarily in that order, but we'll be doing more lives. And right now it's family here on get some biggie hugs. I know. She says, I don't get no love. Where's my hug? I was wondering, what does she say? Oh my gosh. Oh, I just did. Oh boy. I think maybe that muscle relaxer is still in me. I don't know. I don't know how long they're supposed to last. 50 milligrams. But anyway, she's having a beer. Clem's, she's a winner. No kidding, right? Not to touching that with a 10-foot hickory. Oh, he talked to Timmy about that. He's into that stuff. Susan's great. Oh my gosh. How do I get started here? How to get off this track? Well, lead the way, son. Lead the way. Yeah, I just wanted, again, reiterate that she wanted to express her great appreciation to all of you for keeping her in your prayers and in your thoughts. She's going through a bit of hard times, and I mean, not necessarily her, but her family, and keep those thoughts going through this weekend, and she says she'll be back shortly. She pops in and she's got to go. She got a lot on her plate, and she got a big party happening here this weekend. So she just wanted to reiterate how much she loves you and so appreciative, and 5-minute conversation turned into 30 minutes. So it was great. Yeah. And let's see, what else? Anything else? Housekeeping. I was trying to get something done by Monday, and here we are Wednesday, and I still don't have it done. I don't know what's going on, but oh yeah, I turned that sucker off. You know that, son. I had to change the the sound. Oh, just a weekly ad for the internet. Whatever. It's 8:00 here in the West. Good morning to you. Good morning, Timmy. Good morning, Walleye King. Good morning, Susan. Big hugs to you. Big rainy hugs, but big warm hugs to you. 42, good morning. Good morning, Red Wagon. Good morning, Planet Vampy, or good evening to you. Because you're a vampire. I know you work at night. It's okay. You know, carry a big stick, a hickory stick. Baseball bat's what it's called. Good morning, Canuck. New Brunswick, Canada guy. Nice to see you. Glad you woke up and you survived the kids and the 18 puppies. Oh my gosh. Good morning, Ms. Montana. Mrs. Montana. God bless it. Lake Girl 19. Good morning. Beth Truman. There she is. Beth Truman. To save the day. Oh, good morning, Beth. Pray everybody's doing well. Croatian dude, did you know? Look, I tried to tell you the other day. Croatian dude had an earthquake. Yeah, they felt. He said it was strong. Yeah. Boom. And the USGS downgraded it to 4.3. It's like, oh, okay. Yeah, but he had an earthquake and he felt it and he reported it. And I was here and, I don't know, it doesn't seem like I'm sleeping too well. I wonder why. And he was fine. His family's fine, so it's all good. Flutter girl, she worked all darn day yesterday and missed the show last night. Well, that's okay, girl. Denise in the UK, she says she's hot. I mean, she's hot. And I said, well, all right. Way to go, girl. You hot. Yeah. It's me, Peeve. Good morning. And King of Snarls. Yeah, I know why you're here. Good morning. She says, it's too hot. I'm so hot, I'm not doing the housework. Oh, my gosh. I don't know. I mean, well, I'll just leave it right there because that joke can kind of be interpreted a little bit left. So I'm not going to do that. I'll just say, it's clean house. It's cleaning her house. That's the housework she's talking about. Remember, she's too hot to clean a dang house. All right? She said it, and not the other way around. Too hot. Like, too hot? Yeah. All right. She's hot. She's hot to tot. Hot to trot, Get out there and strut her stuff. And do the housework. That might help. Put some music on, Denise. And get your boogie down. You sweat it all off and then jump in a cold shower. But, yeah. Yeah. Get the mop. Dance with the mop. And, yeah. You got to make it fun. Otherwise, it's boring. Shoot, man. We used to move our furniture around in our house and switch the whole room around. My dad come home drunk and then he'd wonder, where's the couch? It's like, what? Because my mom would move it around after she was cleaning it, and he'd come back from the bar, whatever, out with the boys or out with my grandfather, saving him from the boulevard. The boulevard, yeah, we call it the boulevard. There's a boulevard of 1 bar, 2 bar, 3 bar, 4. And that's where my grandfather spent a lot of time. And he lived into his 80s. Come on. He lived a good life. He too had back problems as he's one of those people that, is like every normal man. We don't bend over too well. It's like, Caltech said quake was on the Elysian Park thrust fault. USGS said Point of Hills thrust fault. Elysian Park can go 6.7. Point of Hills 7.5. Oh yeah. Oh. If you listened to the the 1935 prophecy or whatever it was, it says there's more than one quake in that thing. And the buildings fall and all that stuff, yeah. Well, and LA is in a fishbowl, bottom of a fishbowl, man. At the very bottom. That's where Hollywood is and all that stuff. You know that. Come on. Too hot to hover. Oh my gosh. Oh no, too hot to hoover. I'm like, what? Oh my gosh. I'm just kidding. Hey, I'm good. I'm happy this is an adult group because I'm not going to say no more of that. Anyway, check out this blast that is blast. Wait, there it is. He's got to get up here. All right. This is the one that started yesterday. Check it out. Boom. Pretty good explosion off the sun. Ready? There's another one. Watch that one. Oh, on the eastern limb. Yep. Sorry, Patrick. Everything went over his head. He's playing that instrument. You know, we called them clackers. Yeah. Except for the metal ones. I think the metal ones were dinglings. But they have it's a string with two balls on it, and yeah. I could never do that. I just oh, Patrick? Well, Patrick's a little young man out there. He's listening. Hey, Uncle Nick knows all about it. He talks. Hey, but Uncle Nick, he had to tell Patrick turn the channel off. One of the other day, he was a little fresh. What was that last meeting he had? And tomorrow, this is Wednesday, right? So we're gonna have Rabbit Hole tonight. We're gonna take the last two videos of what Professor Nick was talking about on the Idaho Batholith, and we're gonna bring all that together and talk about it. So when Professor Nick does the interview with the two gentlemen tomorrow, that when we post it live, you will be all up to speed. And Canuck and I, we're gonna be talking about that tonight in Rabbit Hole. So the Whittier quake in 1970 was actually on the point of Hillsville. Hey, I felt that sucker. I was I had to sleep on the floor, and I'll tell you it was all right because I had about 2 inches of padding on the floor, blanket, and there's a group of us guys having to pay the rent, and we were young, 87. You know, I was somewhere right in there. Yeah, shoot, howdy, man. How old was I? Oh yeah. All right. Yeah. Well, shit, howdy. Yeah. Back to Dodge dealer later. Oh, I'm sorry. It's a dog. I mean a Dodge. I tell you, it's a dog. Dodge dog. Anyway, boy, I'm on a good one today. Somebody had his happy pills. No, I'm like 3/4 away into my coffee. But yeah, watching the sun blast off here. Hold on. Boy, battery ready now. All right. Did you put the battery back in the truck? I hope so. Don't you do it. Shoot, howdy, got a husband to do it. Or have the guy at the shop do it for you. That's even better. Yeah, that's a halo. That's things coming right at us, darn it. I wonder, see, right here, look, we had an X flare. At it's a 1.9? 1.09? At what time here? 6:40. We are now at 15:05, so 9 hours ago. Yeah, Timmy and I were on. Maybe that's what knocked the well, it wasn't that, but anyway, I was telling to Timmy, I was one of those moods, but and the party isn't stopped now. But it's here. We also had M4.4 last night, and we just barely squeaked out a M1, and we're rising just ever so slow. It was the slit. I know it was, right? It was the fear of the sledgehammer. The movie Misery. Come on. Just so those people who don't understand. It was the fear of the sledgehammer. Not the hickory, Mom. It was the fear of the sledgehammer. Timmy mentioned something about that, and it was like, oh, the jokes started keeping rolling. It was fun time. It was only Tim and I, and a few others come by, and they left. But it was a very, very, very slow night here last night, and we had a good time BSing around. And like I said, you get good news. It makes you happy, a muscle relaxer too, I guess. Yeah, and you cooked, and you had a filet mignon, Mijon or whatever it's called, filet mignon. Yeah, McJohn. Oh, he had a hamburger. Making it all fancy here. Filet McDonald's is what he had. Yeah, he had a filet McDonald's here. And it was hammer time. I know, right? Oh my God! And it had some sort of sausage. Well, so I played him the song today. I don't know. He was saying some sort of French sausage or something. I forget what it was, but I was wondering why he's eating both. Or was he? Oh, anyway. Yeah, he fed the kids and so yeah, the jokes are still going, and we're still ribbing each other and laughter, and trying to get it back on track here, son. I said, get back, honky cat. But anyway, we get back, Jack. There we go. So we did have an X, and we can see, I think, still maybe. Wait, wrong one. That one. Down. Oh, there it was, over India. Yeah. Over India is where it happened. Sure. Back to the woodshed with you. Oh, yeah. Man, look at the radiation. There's a reason why the Africa is all dry, right? Because that radiation's always going over that thing, just like that all the time. Well, I don't know why probably because the ocean's over there. Bzz, bzz, bzz. Maybe that was that little M we just had off into the mid-Atlantic. Yeah, who knows here? Huh? Mm-hmm. There it was. Big X flare over the Orient. Yeah. Wonder how they did that. I'd like to see if they have it already. 8/19. No, they probably don't. They've already started on the 13. Maybe they added it to this show here. Okay, yesterday was the 14. No, they didn't. Boom, there was one. Is that the X that's going to happen? Yeah, I bet you that's it. Here's 12, 13, 14. Boom, there it comes. Yeah. So it's going to get to us by the 18 or 19. That's the X flare, I believe. So yeah, let's get back to it here. So solar wind right now is 406. Proton density right now coming at us from the sun is a 4.63. We have an M1 and an X1 flare in the last 24 hours. 84 has beta, gamma, delta. It has power for X flares, and look where it went. Bam! Right at us. That X flare went right at us. That's a dead-on hit. Boom. Yeah, freaking crazy. There are two sunspots groups at the far side of the sun that are so big, if they're affecting this way, the whole sun will vibrate. The helioseismic map suggests that one of them turned toward Earth this weekend. Oh no, Mr. Bill. Suggests that one of them turns Earth toward this way. This appearance of another sunspot group, You gotta practice. You know, Buck. What Twiggy? Twiggy, whatever the hell his name was. The appearance of another big sunspot group should keep sunspot numbers elevated in the current 20-year high of solar sunspots. As predicted, strangely magnetized sunspot 84, described below, produced an X1 flare today. The explosion directly facing Earth. Yeah. Chuck. Hematites involve chemically oversized pants. Are those? Hematem also involve comically oversized pants. I used to have those clown pants. They're pretty cool. They were. I still look for them today, but I can't find them. Somebody made a mint, right? So it's basically a pair of sweatpants that are oversized in the legs and very comfortable to wear. A little too revealing at times, but very comfortable to wear. And because they're super loose, but they're tight around the waist and tight around the ankles. So, and they have different designs on them, man. I had geckos on one, and you know, back in the 80s, we did some crazy shit, I guess. Maybe I'm still doing it. Radiation from the sunspot or sun flare ionized Earth's upper atmosphere, causing a deep shortwave radio blackout over India, the Middle East. The explosion might have hurled a faint halo, see me, toward Earth, but the jury's still out. I seen it. I seen it. It's coming toward us. Strangely magnetized sunspot 84 is breaking Hale's law. According to the 100-year-old law, sunspots in the sun's northern hemisphere should be polarized like positive or negative positive instead. 84 is polarized positive negative over positive negative. So it's twisted. It's twisted to the left. This magnetic map of the NASA solar dynamics shows in the degree of the twist. Right there. Positive over negative. Usually the negative's over here. So this orientation of the sunspot, these two these two things right here ought to be over here, but they're in the wrong spot. Huh? Yeah. I'm just gonna let me get out of there. Anyway, next, Patrick's still here, right? KP index is under 4 right now. It's a little bit unsettled. There's no significant coronal hole in an equatorial region, but it's in the north. Turns my Walkman. I forget the leftover 80s boombox. I know. That was late 70s, early 80s. Yeah, I had a few of those. Yeah. We knew how to. Well, anyway, I'm gonna go there. Yeah. So class M chance is 75%, and X flares are 25%. So 1 in 4 is going to be an X flare, right? So geomagnetic storm probabilities 10% over the next 24 hours in the mid latitudes and on 15% in the uppers. So, and if it does something, it'll be very, very, very minor. If it does get a magnetic storm, sorry. Geomagnetic. Say that word 6 times fast. Try it. Today is the 14th of August. So there's 3 rocks out there. One is a 90-footer. One, hey, they expect me to do math. 36-footer. And another is basically 118-footer. No, 117 feet across. The 117-footer is traveling at 19.4 kilometers an hour, right? No, a second. Right? That's crazy. It's 69,840 meters a second. An hour. That's 43,650 miles an hour. That near 100-foot rock traveling in space. See, we're spinning going 17,000 miles. We're spinning, right? An hour. It's a geosynchronous. It's right around 17,000. So that's our spin speed. Our spin speed is in a vortex with the sun. It's called our orbit around the sun, and it's corkscrewing. And then the sun's corkscrewing. So there's like a triple corkscrew. You wonder why we're so damn crazy and dizzy. Some people are a little bit attached to the dizziness and kind of lose their melons, thinking that they're very important. But, you know, we all have something to do. I did not have sex with that woman. Anyway, that's my best one here. There's another one that's 36 feet across. The larger rock is out there. It's 5.2 million miles away. But it's traveling super stinking fast. So, you know, and anyway, the 36 footer is traveling about 7.8 kilometers a second, about 1/3 the speed of the other rock. And then the 90 footer, right? There's a 90 footer as well. It's traveling about half the speed of the rock that's a little bit bigger than this one. So there are two rocks, right? Well, tomorrow's a 90 footer. There are two rather large rocks. This one is 90 foot across. And the thing about the 90 footer, it's about 2 million miles away. That's it. A little more than 2 million miles away. And when it's traveling at 10.2, right? 10.2 times multiplied by 60, that's 36,000 meters a second. About 22,000 miles an hour. Yeah, if I did my math right, that's where it's at. So, anyway, and that thing is, even close. So it's very, 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 very close. Somewhere around 2.2 million miles away. The 36 footer is just a little bit further out. So we got a couple of rocks swinging around there. See, think about it, right? Here's our Earth. We got these rocks, right? And I'm making sure I don't draw the wrong way, all right? All right. That are coming around our planet. As our planet goes around the sun, right? Here be the sun. Our planet goes around the sun, and our sun goes around the universe like that. It's corkscrewing. So we're spinning like, if we were looked straight, we're spinning like this through space with our sun. And then right here we are. And the sun is here, and we're out here where the green is here, eh? We're spinning, and you got to think of it kind of like a three-dimensional, right? So we're spinning like this, and the sun is spinning like this. I mean, it's far out. And then these rocks are in an orbit around the sun. So, and sometimes they're orbit around the Earth. And they have these trajectories that we come by in our, like in the red zone here. So this area right here, this area right here, this area right here. With all the happenstance and you know, they say, oh, it's a vast empty space. The hell it is. Space is not friggin' empty. There's a lot of stuff out there. As we're corkscrewing through space, we come into near contact with these other things. And the good thing about it is Jupiter is our biggest protector, and it takes the brunt of most of the rocks. However, you take a look at the moon lately, there's a lot of dents in it. Yeah. The Earth has a lot of dents in it. And if you saw the Earth, it's not round. No, it's not. So whenever Nick said bad word, he would have to say, sorry, Patrick. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Sorry, Patrick. I'd say Patrick is a teenager now. He's no longer 9. And I bet he's got a more, well, anyway. He learned good from he learned it good from his elders. Oh my gosh. So I find it interesting when we look at these rocks and how close and how far they are. It's like, you know, like there's one coming tomorrow, right? One coming tomorrow. I'll draw. That's the Earth, okay? Make it blue. There, you happy? There's another one that's I'm gonna make the moon too, eh? Okay, you got it? All right. There's another one that comes by tomorrow. That comes right there. That's right. Right there. 0.7 lunar distances. This is a lunar distance. Roughly 240,250 miles. On average. But that's how far the moon is. This rock travels 3/4 of the way in there. So if I were to do 240, 250, multiply by 70%, right? Whatever. No, that's not how you do it. Shit, howdy. Boy, did I just lose it. Divided. How was it divided? About, no, that ain't right, because that number went higher. Well, shit, howdy. What, I thought it should be divided, right? Divided by, I think it's 34,000 miles off of this. I think. Oh, that ends up being 3040. So I don't know how to work it out, man. I'm not very good in math. That's why I didn't go all the way in science. What I'm trying to do is say, what's 70% of this, you know? And I did it. It just didn't come out here. 240, 250 divided by what is 70? I guess I got to find out what 70% is, right? I don't know. Somebody do it for me, because I can't figure it out. 70% of 240,000 miles. So, 170 plus 20. Yeah, it'll travel about 190,000 miles away from the planet. And that's about as far as you drive your car. Yeah, the 1 point. That's what's confusing me, man. Yeah, roughly 190,000, I think, or close to it. It's going to traverse. It's not traveling. Sometimes it looks like it's moving, but we're moving. It's moving, and so it's traversing, right? Traverse. All right. I think it's roughly that, but it's crossing our path. So we're swinging around, or no, I'm sorry. The moon is swinging around us, right? So it's going around us, and wait, it goes the other way, right? Yeah, it goes from east to west. Sorry, the other way. It goes from east to west. I learned that from my buddy. I didn't know which way the moon went. I always confuse it. When's it coming? Where's it going? Shouldn't have looked. Didn't know it. I did not know it where it went. It's relatively pretty common. It's like sometimes it's in the north, right? Kind of, sort of, yeah. But anyway, and I'm looking at the earth right here, eh? And this is west, and this is east, eh? It's always rising in the east, like the sun, always rising in the east. For me, if you live down under, man, figure it out. But I didn't know how to, Robin's Nest, nice to see you. So these rocks, they do travel pretty darn close. The ones that are going by today, though, are 5 million miles, maybe 2.4, and then about 2 million miles. And they're traveling pretty quick. So that being all said, let's look at what the solar wind is telling us, if it's picked up or slowed down. I see a 2 on the pressure, so the pressure's up. We're going to see some activity, I believe. Solar wind is staying about 430 on average. Standoff is still about 12 to 15. Well, 15's out here at 12. So the BZ right now is in the north, all right? So if we looked at the BZ over here, you'll see it just in the north. So that X flare, and it stayed in the north, I believe. Or where was that? What time was the X flare? 6:40. That was kind of last night. Let's see. What's the time? 7:55. Yeah, it was in the south just a hair. It was going up. There you go. Right about. Oh, wouldn't you know it? Right when it changed to the to the north. All right, so right there, that's the X flare. Interesting. I'll wonder how many times the X flare, when it's directed at Earth, is on the equatorial region of the BZ. I know it's a funky question, but the BZ's down here and the BZ's up there. But we had that X flare, and that thing hit right on the money. And the sunspot's directly faced at us. In the equatorial region of the sun, the BZ was equatorial region of the Earth. Combination. Maybe we're going to get a bigger G3 or 4. I don't know. They don't know yet. They don't know if filament was launched or not. But Earth-directed incoming. Incoming. The space rock is coming from the direction of your. Well, all right. I'm moving on. All right, there you go. There, Canuck. You and oh my gosh, he's not on right now. He dropped out. Decide for yourself. You know where it is. Oh, my land. All righty. And we have a lot of fun around here. Let's see. Do we have any drunk? No, we're not going to do that yet. Let's look at the tremors, baby. See if the Pacific Northwest is rocking and rolling. It sure the hell is. It's up to 460. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Here you go. Some serious vibration. Serious vibration, I tell you. It's happening up there in the Silesia, or the eastern part of the Olympic complex there. Oh, my land. Stop playing with it. I'm not going to say no more. Poor guy. Oh my God. Know what to get you for Christmas. Oh, my Lord. Oh, shit, howdy. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, there's private jokes going on in chat here. Sorry for those people who don't know why some bitch is laughing. Anyhow, and let's check if there's any drunk Chinamen out there in U-boats. It's a U-boat. I'm not gonna go. I almost went to the redneck heritage right there. Anyway, yeah, they're hard workers they are. I don't see anything out there. Okay, we can. You're banned 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Oh, my land. Such funniness. Yeah, it's good. Let's get back to it here. Ground magnetics. Yesterday, the ground magnetics were crazy when I was showing my neighbor. And he says, "What?" I said, "Yeah, the sun's playing with us." It's just, I mean, yesterday all this was bright red. Look at it today. Kind of scares me a little bit, because when it's all bright red, I know it's happening. But when it goes quiet and then we get big quakes, don't like it. No. As you're looking at the map here, the sun is coming off of Africa, coming across the Atlantic. That's where the location of the sun is, and right about here is where it ends. So ends. No, it didn't end. It just, this report here stops. So looking at where the sun is, the Earth magnetics, the auroras were probably pretty weak then last night, because the auroras play along with this ground magnetics, on the Earth where we live, not up in the air, where the spaceships are and all that. The Earth ships right down here, and yeah, band planet. Planet band. There you go. Planet band. Yeah. Anyway. So, yeah, there's not a whole lot to show you. So, in the news today, volcanically speaking, August 14, 2024. In the news, Simiru, Ibu, Dekono, Svartfinzingi, Reventador, Nyamaria Gira, Namira Gira, Nugira, something. Sangay and White Island. White Island over there, just the north of Australia, New Zealand, really. They're not the same people. You're an island, dude. I mean, get over it. Anyway, the Brits drop people off over there where you are too. White Island volcano, ash advisory eruption, continuous low-level eruption. Plume with signal identified at 5,000 feet. It's a little tiny island, so it's, popping pretty good. Also, they seen from satellite, they can see there's magma at the surface. Okay. Ibu, over there, Ibu and Dakona over there. Harimara Hara. Harimara. Watch the movie, damn it. I'm going to play that movie sometime. What movie was that? I think it was 1945. I don't know. At 2.9, Oklahoma had a 2.9. Hermleigh, Texas had a 3.5 here this morning. So, bing, bing. Are we seeing something up in Ottawa? Or Mexico? We'll see here in a minute. But anyway, Harimara Hara is right over here. I know it's Hal-ma-hara. Look, I say it the way I want. I know where it is. You've been here long enough. Stop playing with that dang-a-ling. It melted to mush. Anyway, on this island right here is Ibu and Dakona. Both of these have been banging for all year long. We've had several quakes in the Molucca Sea, and a lot of them say Davao, right? Up in here, there's been a lot of quakes right up in this region. We did have a 7.6 up here and a couple of high sixes. So the Philippines have been pretty darn busy in the Philippine Trench. Interesting enough, we've had a couple of quakes here in the Marianas. Here's one of the Mog Islands of 4.8, right? And we've had a few up here on Shikihito. Boy, man, shake that once or twice. Shikihito in the Osagawa Trench. And Nishoshito rises through here in Japan. Also, in this region right here, it was going bonkers for, months in the Isuzu Islands and in the Isuzu Trench. Months has it been going banging. And Taiwan was hitting pretty hard back there too. And that's been happening. And now we're seeing the volcanoes down here because this is kind of it's a triple junction, but it's kind of like there's a plate boundary comes like this, and there's a plate boundary comes like that, right? Can you see that? Go right back here. Here's the plate boundary right here. Halimar Hara is right here. Plate boundary comes up right behind it, right? So Halimar Hara is like right here, right? So in this plate boundary, there's a triple junction right there. And this is moving that way. And let me show you which way they're moving. I'll just show you that. You can't, I don't think you can, this is my opinion anyway. I don't think you can just say things are happening. You can see here's the spreading ridge right here. Here's a trench right behind Halimar Hara. A spreading ridge goes right through Halimar Hara. Bird's head, they call it. The bird's head plate, right? I don't know why it's a bird's head. It looks kind of like a potato to me. But Halimar Hara is right here. And there's a subduction off the coast in the Molucca Sea. Sulawesi's over here. It's kind of like the starfish walking. They don't just walk all stretched out. They kind of, watch a starfish, boy. And we also have compressional components all around this area. Strike slip components around this area. So it's a mess. This is part of the maritime continent. And it's a mess. And so all the twisting and turning. So trying to figure out why these two volcanoes are popping off, why in this sector here of the Molucca Sea in the bottom of the Philippines is rocking and rolling. What's the pressure? Think about if indeed everything is predicated upon plate movement, subduction, rise and fall. So what is it? One is subsidence. What's the uplift called? I forget what it's called, but I'll let somebody in chat put it in there. Uplift. Okay, it's just uplift, and well, they got a fancy word for the one that's fallen. Why can't they get a fancy word for the one that's rising? Uplift. What about downlift instead of subsidence? Why they got to make it so tough? Anyway, got to call mom. There you go. Yeah, no kidding, right, Denise? Yeah, these two volcanoes are gonna make two baby volcanoes because they're banging. I mean, they're banging hard. So little volcanoes will rise out of the surface and do what they do when it comes to full fruition there. But the Philippine Trench has been super active. The northern half of the Isuzu, I call it Isuzu. It's only Izu, okay? I add my own words. Let it go. Makes it more fun and more Isuzu, okay? Where do you think Isuzu trucks come from? Isuzu. Anyway, the Asagawa Trench, and up in the top is the Japan Kuril trenches and the Ryukyu Trench. And this is where our last 7 happened, right there on that spreading ridge. Yeah, spreading ridge right under what? Sakurajima, or ASO, I think is the... oh, no! Oh, my God. I can't remember. 63 Earths fit inside Uranus and 28 moons. How does that work? 63 and 28? I don't understand that. But anyway, it's the Joe Slick Show. Oh, my land. So what's happening in between there is there's a subduction in between. There's a spread ridge right at the top of Halmahera. A lot of earthquakes happen right at the top there in that red section. And then the Philippine Trench is pretty relatively busy. This area doesn't get a whole lot over the last couple of years, but they do. And we see periodically happen up there. Most of them happen like right there in that triple junction. Compressional, right? Spread or strike slip is the green. Compressional is the squeezing of the plates together. Probably going to make this subduction eventually spin out this way or find its way all the way around, or maybe this thing's moving at 87, right? Halmahera is moving into the Bird's Head, or the Bird's Head's moving towards Borneo at 92, right? 57 has been sinking at this part of PNG, sinking underneath the Bird's Head, or underneath, because this is eating it. It's going down. It's going down. Everybody wants it. Everybody. Anyway. What the heck, man? It's I'm working hard here. What happened to the fan? There we go. There we go. Where was I? Earthquakes, volcanoes. Hey. So Ibu and Dacono popping at 8,000. Now Ibu is like 4,600 feet, and Dacono is like 3,800 feet. But they're popping 8,000, so it's like a mile high boom. And I've showed pictures of it, and where these little towns, sitting there in the skyline, the literal skyline in these little towns is the volcanoes, and they're popping, bam, bam. I mean, it's not just thunder. Okay, we all think, oh yeah, it's having it's pasta, volcanoes going off. The sound of these explosions that are popping a mile high is like a freaking cannon, huge cannon, boom. So the intensity or the magnitude of these explosions that pop a mile high, let alone 20,000 feet high, or 4 miles or 5 miles high. And then some of them, like Manam last year, I think it was, Manam did almost what, 45,000? It's like 4,000 foot mountain. But when it coughed up, it wasn't just a cough, man. It was a hiccup, burp, fart, and a Taco Tuesday results. It was like a boom, really big. And the explosion is deafening. So, I mean, the decibel levels are really high because of these explosions. We don't really get a clue because we don't really live underneath a volcano like these people do. So when these things pop, it's no joke, you know. Think about that one in Hunga Tonga Happy Eye, right? Those people on the island were fairly far apart, far away from the island. But when it popped, it nearly burst their eardrums. It was loud. I mean, 50, 60 miles away. Bam! That sound went around the earth, 7 times? How loud was that? Yeah. So that shockwave, boom, you know, just kind of, it went around the planet. So that kind of stuff happens, man. And so when these volcanoes pop, it isn't just like, oh yeah, volcano went off. No, I mean, you know, it scared the hell out of somebody. Probably some kid nursing his mom. Bam, what? Bam, you know. 15,000 feet out of Seymour, that's about a 2,000 foot popper. Sebenkaya, and when I say popper, that means that's the flight level. Don't fly below it. It doesn't mean the ash went that high, but the particles are so minute that you don't want to fly below that because it'll grab your engines and you'll go boom on the ground. So within that realm, so I'd say pop to that level is kind of a little more than actually what went. It probably 1,000 feet, but they want to give you more because you need that safety space. So, 7,000 feet is probably going, 5. But they want that space above because there's gases, hot gases that do rise, and you don't want to fly into it. So there you go. White Island, 5,000 feet. White Island's not very big at all. Let me show you. It's 1,000 feet, right? I know they got pictures here, so let me show you the pictures. Come on. There's White Island, and you see that little red dot? Yeah, that's magma. And this thing is a steamer. It's always popping off steam. You don't want that ocean to get inside that because it will come freaking unglued. And if subsidence happens, it'll suck on all that ocean. And then, boom, Hunga Tonga Happy Eye again. Right? All right, so you got the clue. Reventador over there in Ecuador. Ecuador had a little bumper here yesterday. I don't know if it actually stayed on the map. Nope. USGS doesn't play fair. There was an earthquake right out here. Reventador's up here. Sangay's down here, and Cotopaxi's in the middle. So those are the 3 volcanoes in Ecuador, and that are active. And I mean, they're always active, so they're always doing their thing. Sangay, 20,000. It's a 17 and change, going to 20, and Reventador is 11, going to 14. Simeru, back to 15,000 feet, so it's a 12.2, going to 15. Svartfjallsvingi, volcano update, ground deformation and seismic indicates usual pattern preceding eruptions. See the pattern? That's right. So they believe imminent eruption. It's but it's swelling at a slower rate. Maybe you took that other pill. I don't know. Dacono, still about 8,000 on that island. Ibu 8,000. Reventador, possible emissions. Intermittent puffs at a Sebenkaya. That's a 19,000 in South America. The armpit of South America going to 23. There you have it. I stalled. I said I stalled. Where's my boy? Scrolling back. 42. Hut. Where is it? 42. There it is. All right. On this day in history, August 14th, 1968, Sulawesi, speaking about right in that area, right? 7.4. Oh. In Amanabaha Bay area, between Tajing and Meningbaha and Sabang and Sulawesi, slipping off the fault resulted in subsidence 2 to 3 meters. 6 feet, right? 3 meters, 9 feet. 6 to 9 feet. Fell off. Subsidence happened on part of the coast. An apparent rising of Togan Island. Tsunami waves reached up to 300 meters inland. The water went in. Yeah. It wasn't 300 meters high. It just washed in. And it took some 200 lives, destroyed 700 homes. Wave heights were 8 to 10 meters high. 10 meters, 30 feet. Tsunami. Danger, Will Robinson, danger. 8 to 30, God. 24 foot to 30 foot high tsunamis. Tsunamis. Yeah. One wave on another wave on another wave, then it just keeps coming, right? Because the ocean comes in, it's coming in waves. It doesn't just like one big giant one. Maybe it is, but it gets bigger and bigger and bigger and just keeps coming in. And then it stayed in 300 meters. That, quarter of a mile maybe? I don't know. What is that, 300 meters? 300 multiplied by 3, 900 feet. Almost a quarter mile inland. Do you live a quarter mile in? You might need a rubber ducky. Yeah. Anyhow. In 20 years. When when volcanoes pop on the next Oprah. It's 20 years since Baw's Castle got flooded and the Witch Museum was washed away. We in an X flare right now. Ding, 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 ding. Yep. No, we're not. No, we're not. No, we're not. So M525. No, we're not. Anyway. Anyway. It came back down already. We're at 3.17 M flare in progress. Yeah. So we got zapped already. I don't know if this is gonna. Wait, which one is it? That one. Yeah. Oh, looky there. Yeah. Hold on tight, Uranus. Sit down. It's the best way. All right. There's a zapparini right there. You see that one? Yep. And as the sun moves over the planet, as the planet turns and the sun turns, and we corkscrew through space, dodging the rocks and the crap and the space junk and all that. It's moving its way across the across Africa, and it's moseying its way on the way into the middle of the Atlantic, and it's zapparini, just the edge of Africa right there, with a little M, and then this M's still gonna kick in. 4.3 near the coast of Papua New Guinea. There it was. Bam! There you go. Hey, it came in. And where'd it go? Hey, all you on the East Coast, kiss my grits. Because let me tell you, you just got zapped. And in the Caribbean or Caribbean? I call it the Caribbean. It's the Caribbean. Anywho, that's what's happening right now. Zam. And boy, man, did my air conditioner stop? I'm working. I better turn this sucker down. Where is it here? what we got? Yeah, turn the damn fan on. There we go. Oh, I feel it. There it goes. Whoo! It was an antipode solar flare. Oh yeah, they better sit down on that antipode. Oh my gosh. So yeah, we're happening right now. Ba-doom, ba-doom, ba-doom. But anyway, so on this day in history, Mina Hasi, 1968 had a 7.4. The aircon says it's too hot to work. The planet's giving off a lot of gas. That's crazy ass. Oh my land. Oh my land. Okay, we're done with volcanoes. All right, let's look at what the EMAC has to say today on regards to you gotta close all these apps. Oh man. Can't wait for the break. Oh, I need another cup of coffee. Hot dog. I got it all queued up, ready to go. So we just had our West Texas a little 3.1. Papua New Guinea a 4.3. Popped in just now. South of Java again a little 3.7. Oklahoma popped with a 3.1. That's what the last hour has. Java was a 3.5. So Puerto Rico through 8. Java 2.9. Java's bouncing a little bit, baby. Yeah, we may have to keep an eye on what the hell's going on there in Java. Check it out, man. Java's right here. Bali's right here. Krakatau's right here. Little Tolo, Little Toby, Little Tolo. Right here's a seahorse, right? And we had a little popper down here. But watching this area as I zoom down. All right, so you can see as I zoom down 3 hours, just in Indonesia there, it's quiet. All right, all 5 hours out, still pretty quiet. Oh, there was a quake right there. So the first quake, well, what the hell? Well, it doesn't have it on there, but Sunda Strait right there. Okay, the Sunda Strait's right here, so I guess, okay, yeah. So Sunda Strait popped in, a 5.0 today. And then everything went quiet for 6 or 8 hours. Prior to that, as we're zooming past, as I'm trying to get to the 12-hour mark, now, I don't need to because I was up 9 hours ago. I didn't go to bed until 8 hours ago. Yeah, my boy, Walleye King, he passed out last night because he worked hard, man. I'll tell you, the boy works hard. He drives that tractor and he's laying down that dirt, you know. If you ever need somebody in the desert, well, the boy will dig a deep hole for it, you know. He knows how to drive them tractors, and level the dirt out too. You know, you need a foundation, he can help you. So if you're out there in his neck of the woods, call him. He'll help you out. He's a heavy machine operator. All right, so we're looking back now, looking for anything about a 4. We're the 12 hours, 3.9 in India-Bangladesh border as we're cruising through. Off the coast of Guatemala, bang, a little 4.4. So we're by Fuego, eh? Baja California, 3.2. Yeah, boy. I was watching a lot of Chilean earthquakes. There's a little 3.5 and a little 3.9. I think it's all greased up, tell you the truth. I really do. I think Chile's greased up and ready to rock. 5.0 is that Sunda Strait we talked about, 6 hours ago. Baja again. Yeah. Maybe it's going to pick up. I don't know. Southern Cal popped with a 2.2. Where? Well, I guess so. Down there by the Salt Sea, 3-4 Salt Sea and Borrego Springs, 2.7. That's on a San Jacinto fault. The Elsinore fault goes through here. So that's on the San Jacinto. If there were quakes up there, I'll be talking more about them. They just didn't. Yesterday's quake, 4.4, India Springs. All it did was make it sound like a door shut here. So it didn't shake the house or anything, just moved through. It's 130 some miles away from me. But it wasn't too bad. No. Of course, I was dancing in my chair. But anyway, you can see the West Texas now. And look, I told you. Oklahoma, Texas, West Texas. We should see something down here. It probably happened, and the U.S. just not reporting it. That's all. So I'm going to look at Mexico and see if something's said there. James Bong. Oh, man. Oh, yeah. You started it, Vampy. Oh, my land. Yep, there it is. Right there. Bam. Right? What's the date on this? 13? Yeah, happened yesterday. So, again, showing proof of a liniment. Right? It's not, doesn't have to be big quakes. This other one, right down here. Right? And we've seen activity up in Appalachians lately. And I had a neighbor come by and he goes, well, I thought the 1812 quake was down there in New Orleans. Nope. It's way up here in this triple junction of the Mississippi, the mighty Mississippi, and the Ohio rivers converge with the Minnesota or the Missouri River, right? I think the Missouri River gets there. Yeah, by St. Louis it does. So convergence of all three major rivers. The Arkansas comes across too. So maybe 4 major, right? I don't hear about any of these other ones. What's this one called? I don't know. Rabbit, squirrel. What the hell? The hell's that river called? Goes through Alabama. As we're looking over here at Guntersville, Timmy's neighborhood, Weir Lake. What is that? Timmy, what is that lake that comes off all the way out the Tennessee River? All right. It converges with the Mississippi. The Ohio River merges with the Mississippi. The Missouri River to the Mississippi, right? Yeah. So there's a couple other ones up here too. Look at what is that one called? They don't tell me. Oh, Iowa River. The Iowa River turns into Mississippi. There you go. So a lot of these things, reaching out. Rock River. Rock. I want to go there. I want to rock. Anyway, Davenport. No, thank you. No, not going to happen. Lake Guntersville, Tennessee River. Thank you, buddy. I've already got the information. No help to you. But you can see bang, bang, bang. And it's interesting that there's a liniment that's activated. And that liniment goes all the way up here to St. Lawrence. And it keeps continuing and out to, yeah. Yeah. Roughly in that direction. But what's that one? What happened out here? Out here by Indian Springs. What happened? What happened? Huh? Don't know. But there's a couple earthquakes out there. Did they let off another bomb? I don't think so. Pass it to the left-hand side. Don't be a Bogart. All right. 1111. I got 911 here. 911. Somebody said 911. Anyway, so we're looking here at Israel and Iran. This guy's site, let me see what his name is. freaking Inquiz X. All right. Say thank you. Say hi. I'm going to say, hey, thank you. And say, I've been watching your channel. Bang. All right. Oh, can't do that. Sorry. That was me in the background looking at movies. Not movies, but songs. I like music. I'm playing with my ding-a-ling. Oh my God. Anyhow, so yeah, that's up with the earthquakes. That's everything I have for you. For those over there on YouTube, sorry. Just having too much fun. What's that boy on? Nothing. I'm on love, man. Let me tell you. Had such a wonderful call, like I've said, with a dear friend, and she says she loves all y'all. So those people who just stopped by, keep praying for Calmness 55, that the celebration of life for her brother this weekend will be, very fun. They got a large group of people, so yeah, she's sweet, and such a blessing to me in this channel, and so is all the people here. But put it down slowly, as opposed to fast. I don't know, man. Anyway, I'm kind of attached to it. Anyway, big hugs to you all, and remember, rabbit holes, right? Yeah, there. Listen here, I'll tell you. The rabbit hole was created to dive deeper into subjects that needed further examination. Hi, I'm Joe, and my guest and I will take you on a journey of discovery and exploration. We will provide insight and theories regarding the subjects we discuss. Come join us live at joslicklive.locals.com, or you can join us on Facebook or Twitch or YouTube. Thanks, and look forward to seeing you. And remember, don't get none on you. Don't forget over there on YouTube to like and subscribe and hit the bell so that you know when we're uploading another site. All right, everybody. Well,